I've got a new torch for sand bending pipe. I've modified to run on map gas. Right, this is another video about the Kawasaki KZ750, but that is a pint. It used to be called Nelson's Revenge. I think it's now just called Nelson's Bitter. It's a sweet Norfolk bitter. It's almost a contradiction, isn't it? A sweet bitter. It's quite nice. It's been a couple of weeks in the pressure barrel. I'm just about to try it after I've made this little video. Here's the KZ750. I have valve clearance issues. I'm waiting for a couple of shims to come. Front clearances are 0.09 rather than 0.09, which is apparently, from the figures I have, spot on. The rear ones, I've got one at 0.03, which is too tight, and one at 0.13. I hear the cat coming, which is a bit slack, but it's not too bad. You could actually run it at that. I have got, they're not perfect condition, so I might matte black paint them. Headlight supports, headlight brackets, which will need a little bit of modifying because I'm not entirely sure they're meant to be for this bike, but they're near enough. I've got the headlight, which I was trial fitting with the brackets. It's actually a Yamaha D350 LC. Remember, they had quite large headlights. Well, it doesn't look large on that KZ750. It is a big bike. I never realised just how big these actually were. They look fine on there. Valve shims. I managed to get one original Kawasaki one. I need another one. I managed to find a company, Tourmax, that make valve shims. They make 32mm valve shims, and I've got two coming of the right size. They get good reviews, so we'll see what kind of quality they are. And that's my calculatings. This KZ750, it's got this air injection system into the exhaust gases. So look how clean that is in there. I didn't clean that, that's just the way it was when I lifted it off. It's not done a lot of miles, this engine, so I'll probably just blank these off. But this engine looks really good. Really, really good. I can't see any wear anywhere on anything. There's a really low mileage. It's from a belt drive. Very last year it was made, so it'll have all the good bits on it. I will get there. There's a lot of things to do. I need to do some sandblasting, spray paint. I've been saving up parts to do. At the moment, all my lighting and my heating there is from my battery backup on my inverter. So no mains power being used in the making of this video. There's Rosie the cat. That was the one before. Spooky, which is a little black tortoiseshell that I keep showing. Rosie the cat, you might be able to see the look in her face there. She was a hybrid wildcat. Absolutely afraid of nothing, that cat, which was what caused her demise, because she would attack cars as well, and unfortunately somebody in a car ran over the top of her. And that was the end of it. Right, the cat is in the workshop. Hello! Don't go behind the curtain. It's like the Wizard of Oz, you go behind the curtain. Don't go behind the curtain. No, it's cold in there. That's the grinding, welding part of the workshop. It's not nice in there. No, don't go under the workbench. There's all sorts of rubbish under there. Come on, Spooky. No, come out of there. Come on, into the warmth. We've got the heater on in here. It's cold in there. Tell you what, but hanging up these curtains makes some difference to holding the heat in. Right, how long before the cat appears? Come on, Spooky. Psst, 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 psst. Come and see the KZ750. Meow. Cats are mental, aren't they? Oh, she went behind the blanket. This is not. She's not going to figure this out. You've got stuck. Let me lift that way. You'll get out. Right. Come on then. Come on. There you go. I know, we're usually sitting in front of the fire, but I want to get this bike done, so... No, I'm not putting the fire on. Oh, for heaven's sake. Well, that was good time. The post just dropped off my 2 Tour Marks valve shims, and they look pretty good. Get good reviews. So I can get my top end buttoned up now. They sound the same when you tap them. They have that hard feel to them. I can't scratch it with the Stanley blade. I did try at the edge. So yeah, they look quite good. I might get a few smaller sizes just to have, because of these genuine Kawasaki ones are near impossible to get. I managed to get one. That's the new shims in it, and all the clearances are towards the higher end, which is good because they tend to go tighter on overhead cams. So perfect. I do that with the Ducati as well. I've got its valves to do, but it won't be so easy. So the same number of valves, but twice as many mechanisms on the Ducati. I'll get this buttoned up. My new gasket on it. New old stock, genuine gasket. And I've written in there as well the clearances and the date. Right, it's the top end all back together, all sorted out. What I'm going to do now, I'll get these top mounts on the engine that go up kind of underneath. We're not going to blast them and paint them because they're good enough and they're hidden anyway. I've got the coil mounted correctly. I did of course have to drill the holes differently because they were slightly out. But the engine's all buttoned up. What I'll do probably in the next video is I'll get the ignition back on it. I'll put some fuel in my temporary tanks, top the carburetors up, and I'll fire it up again to even get it running properly, get the idle set. I've got exhaust parts coming, I've got various other bits and pieces ordered. That's one of the brackets I've made for the silencer there, which will need a little bit of tweaking, twisting to get it into position. I've got these rear footrests, which are China's most cheap AliExpress specials. They'll do the job, they'll probably never be used or very rarely be used, but legally they're required if you've got a double seat. That's the other blank for the silencer mount, which was just my first attempt. I did it in cardboards, and then they're actually going to do fine. I'll tidy them up a bit. I might cut a bit out, you know, make it look like it's actually meant to be. I am going to have my Nelson's Revenge, or Nelson's Bitter as it's just called now, and I will update as I progress on my KZ750. The cat's in the workshop. She's taking a liking to it eventually. Well, she's on my lap in the workshop. You going to settle down? I've done some work on the KZ750. I'm going to have some beer now. You going up there? Go on then. No? Oh, there we go. I'll get a good video of you now. There we go. You're on the workbench. Don't drink my beer. Cats like to investigate and claim things. They rub against things and claim them. You remember the cat in Red Dwarf? He had an aerosol can that he sprayed things with. He says, "This is mine and this is mine." Oh yeah, lots of investigating going on here. Yes. How are you going to get down from there? Oh, see. You're very vocal. Rosie the cat that I was just talking about, and she never meowed at all. It was the wildcat side. No meowing. Nope. Well, what's Spooky saying? Ooh, she's, what are you doing in here? What I'm doing in here is trying to get on with this motorbike, get it finished off because I want it on the road for the summertime.